Terrifying boardwalk horror stories. True encounters that will haunt you. Did you know that some of the scariest encounters happen in places that should feel safe? A quiet boardwalk, a peaceful beach, a simple late-night run. These are the moments where nightmares come to life. Make sure to watch till the end, because these chilling, true stories will make you think twice about being alone at night. I'd always loved running at night. There was something peaceful about the empty boardwalk, the rhythmic sound of my sneakers against the wooden planks, and the distant crashing of waves. It was my escape, my routine, until one night everything changed. It started when I heard a faint clink, a sound just loud enough to snap me out of my runner's high. I instinctively checked my pocket. Empty. My stomach dropped. My house keys were gone. I crouched down, peering through the gaps in the boardwalk. Nothing but darkness. The thought of going home without those keys was terrifying. My parents would tell me. I had no choice. I had to find them. I jumped off the side and crawled under the boardwalk. The stench hit me instantly, a disgusting mix of rotten seaweed, stale beer, and damp wood. My watch's backlight barely illuminated the sand beneath me, but I scanned the ground anyway, nothing. Frustration creeping in. I came up with a plan. I pulled off a shoelace and let it dangle between the planks above. That way I could crawl back underneath and use it as a marker. And as I stood up, something yanked the shoelace. Not the wind, not gravity. Something pulled it from below. I froze. My brain struggled to process what had just happened. Then it clicked. If someone was under there, they probably had my keys too. A chill ran down my spine. The logical part of my brain screamed for me to run, but teenage overconfidence got the better of me. I took a deep breath and went back under. This time, the air felt heavier. My instincts were screaming at me, but I ignored them. I needed those keys. Then I heard it, a faint shuffle. I whipped my watchlight toward the sound. Nothing. But the movement didn't stop. It was coming from a different direction now. Then another, that's when I realized. There were multiple people under the boardwalk. My blood turned to ice. I turned to crawl out, but before I could reach safety, a cold hand latched onto my ankle. Fingernails dug into my skin. I screamed, kicking wildly, my foot connecting with something solid. The grip loosened just enough for me to break free. I scrambled out, sand flying everywhere, my heart pounding. I didn't stop running until I reached my house, where I pounded on the door until my dad let me in. I tried to explain, but he was too furious to listen, until my mom saw the red marks on my ankle. The next morning, my dad called the police. Nothing was found. A few days later, I woke up to a knock at the door. Too early for visitors. My parents didn't answer, so I groggily made my way downstairs. No one was there, but on the doormat was my missing shoelace. We got a security system installed that afternoon. Running on the boardwalk was second nature to me. I had done it hundreds of times, but this time something felt off. A mile in, I got that eerie sensation, the one where you just know someone's watching you. I glanced over my shoulder. A man stood in the distance. Not walking, not moving, just standing there. I shook it off. Maybe just another local enjoying the night air. But as I kept running, the feeling of unease only grew stronger. My heart pounded, not from exertion, but something else. I turned around again. He was closer, still not moving, still just watching. A deep, crawling dread settled in my stomach. I yanked out my headphones. My breath quickened. I sped up. Then I heard it, footsteps perfectly synchronized with mine. I spun around. He was even closer. How? How was he covering so much distance without moving? I ran faster than I ever had before. The boardwalk exit came into view, and I nearly sobbed in relief as I fumbled for my car keys. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely press the unlock button. Finally, the lights flashed. I yanked the door open and slammed it shut. I put the car in drive, and that's when I saw him, standing exactly where my car had been just seconds ago before. I didn't stay to figure out how. I peeled out of there, not stopping until I was home. Every door locked behind me. I haven't run on the boardwalk since. After a late-night bonfire, I wandered the boardwalk, enjoying the peace. But then I had to use the bathroom. 26. I found a rundown public restroom, barely lit and reeking of bleach. Not ideal, but it would do. As I entered, I heard the door creak open behind me. Footsteps. Slow, deliberate. I rolled my eyes. Great, no privacy. The footsteps circled the bathroom. Who circles a bathroom? Then they stopped. Right by the sinks. No water turned on, no coughing, no shuffling. just silence. Unease prickled my skin. I finished up, ready to leave, but as I pushed the stall door open, it wouldn't budge. I jiggled the latch. Stuck, my breath hitched. I pushed harder. Nothing. Then the footsteps started again, closer. I shoved the door with my shoulder, still stuck. Panic set in. Someone was holding it shut. Adrenaline took over. I charged the door, throwing my full weight into it. It burst open, sending me stumbling out, unsussed, in time to see the bathroom door swing shut, as if someone had just left. But I wasn't alone. From one of the stalls, a figure emerged, pale, hairy, dressed like a teenager but unmistakably older. I didn't think. I bolted. My knees smashed against the sink as I scrambled for the grimy window above. I shoved it open and launched myself through just as the stall door behind me slammed open. I hit the ground running. The police searched the area but found no one. Just scratch marks on the bathroom door handle, and as if someone had been trying to keep me inside. Some places feel peaceful in the daylight, but at night they become something else. If these stories made your skin crawl, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more terrifying true stories. Stay safe out there.